All right, here it is, chapter 15, okay? Look how far we've made it. We have read this much book, okay? We only have this much left. And chapter 15 is like half of what's left. 30 pages. We're almost at the end. And so much happens in this chapter. All right, so the theme of this chapter could be summarized with the quote from this chapter. Finality hung in the air, heavy and hollow. So all around Kambili, things are coming to an end. Auntie Fuma has been fired. She is going to go to America. At least that's the plan. She's getting her visa, hopefully in this chapter. Things with Papa got as bad as they seemingly could get. Father Amadi's leaving. Kambili's in this transitional phase. Everything seems to be ending. But don't let that fool you, because this is actually the climax of the book. Something huge is going to happen. A lot of you guys are like, I don't know how the book ends. So-and-so told me. Yeah, okay, right. Sure. You might think you know, but you don't know until you read it. And it's going to happen in this chapter. So brace yourself. All right, so in the very beginning of the chapter, we start with an argument about religion, an argument about colonialism, an argument about British influence on Nigeria. Essentially, Amaka is going to be confirmed. This is a celebration in the Catholic religion when young adults or children decide, hey, I'm going to be a Catholic. So some religions, you're baptized as a baby, which you are in Catholicism, but then at a certain point, you have to decide, okay, I can make my own decisions and I decide to be Catholic. So that's what confirmation is. You're confirming that you are going to be Catholic. And in order to do that, you have to take a new name. It symbolizes your rebirth. Well, Amaka has to choose an English name, meaning a British name, meaning a white name. But she refuses to do so. Her argument is that if she has to choose an English name, then that's saying that English names are better than Nigerian names. And she gives examples of Nigerian names and what they mean. And she's like, how is that less holy than what, Peter or Paul? And Auntie Fuma's mad. She's just like, let's just get it over with. Father Amadi seems to be kind of like smirking, like he's proud of her, but he leaves and the argument, no resolution is made. All right. Then on pages 273 to 274, the family finally makes that pilgrimage they talked about way back in chapter 6. You may have forgotten, but the only reason that Kambili and Jaja even got to visit Auntie Fuma was because she had said to Papa, hey, yeah, I'll take the kids on this pilgrimage. And Papa was like, well, I don't know if this is true, if this young girl is really seeing the Virgin Mary. And Auntie Fuma was like, it doesn't matter if it's real or not. It matters that we're going because we believe in the holiness of the Virgin Mary. Now, this is not a religion class. I'm not trying to preach anything to you. But what they're talking about is that there is a girl in this town who is getting visions of the Virgin Mary, who is the mother of Jesus. So this is based on something that actually happened in the 1990s. Because it was in the 1990s, because it's Nigeria, there's not a ton of information, because it's like a religious thing and it's just one of those things. There's not a ton of information on it, but it is based on something that actually happened. I have found some videos on YouTube that I've made a little playlist and linked to it. If you're really interested in this, if you want to see what this is about, you can watch that. But that's all optional. It's just something that might be interesting to you. All right, so they go to this village to see this site, and there's a girl, and this girl is the one who the Virgin Mary is appearing to. And they walk her out to this certain area, and she stands there, and she starts having the visions, and she tells people what she's seeing and what the Virgin Mary is saying. Well, Kambili has a religious experience herself. She describes how the leaves of the tree are moving, even though there's no wind. She gets this feeling, and then she sees this bright glow, and she sees it everywhere. So Kambili has a religious experience. She feels God. She sees it. She has this like confirmation of her faith. Then they get in the car, and Amaka's like, well, it doesn't matter that we didn't see the Virgin Mary. Father Amadi's like, oh, you didn't believe in this? And she's like, well, I didn't say that. And then Kambili's like, I felt the Blessed Virgin. And she has this moment of conviction. So this is important because even though Amaka didn't think this, Kambili is like giving her own opinion. Kambili is saying, no, you know what? I felt it. So this is the first time she's kind of like exerting an opinion of her own that like this is what she thinks. She felt the Virgin Mary's presence.